What do the Capricorns need to know during this Mercury's retrograde? Y'all, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really having a good time reading all the signs. I don't know why I never did this before, but it feels good. It feels like divine timing. You know, maybe I wasn't meant to do it before. I'm doing it now. I'm dedicated to my superstar. Let's see, what does Capricorns need to know during the Mercury's retrograde? Thank you, Kayla. Appreciate you. It is connected to this page. If you click the little button, it's Om Shanti, double letter for everything. But if you click the button next to the follow button on my page, it'll pop right up for you. Okay, y'all. As soon as we get done with the sign readings, we only got Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces to go. Then we'll go ahead and tap into the personals, okay? Okay, I think that's enough for the Capricorn. Is that all we have, Spirit? That is all we have. Okay, all right. Give me some insight here. Okay, Capricorns, during this Mercury retrograde, I feel like you guys have been receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of spiritual downloads. You have this High Priestess card here in the upright. I really feel like you guys have been connecting a little bit more than probably ever. You know, you might have even had a lot of deja vu during this Mercury's retrograde. And I feel like that's a good thing, because I think that you guys are learning how to incorporate spirituality into your everyday, and that's creating an overall well-balanced person. Okay, this is for, and it's not for everybody. Some of y'all need to be taking this as a hint to get more balance. But for some of you all in the chat, quite a few of you all in the chat, I feel like this is showing a lot of spiritual maturity going on here with we got the High Priestess card and the Four of Batons, which is speaking about stability and structure. Got stability and structure. The High Priestess, she's on her throne. She's in the upright. She's receiving downloads. She's listening to her intuition. Very positive energy. Very divine, feminine, grounded energy, creative energy. It's a good overall balance of energy, and it's a really good way to start a reading off with. Okay, you know what, I just feel like for a lot of you, it's got to be Venus retrograde, but because everybody's going through it when it comes to relationship in some form or fashion. Not everybody, but it seems like for a lot of the collective, there has been a lot of issues coming out as far as relationship. But for Capricorn specifically, yeah, Capricorns, we got the Eight of Cups here in the reverse, and I feel like you all just need to give each other some space. This is for my Capricorns who've been in a long-term relationship. It's not time for no breakup. It's not, I don't really see that. Okay, hold on, pause before I speak too soon. For some of you in the collective, y'all just need some space. Y'all need to take a break. You know who you are. Just go to the mall or something. Do something by yourself. Get out the house. Separate yourself from your partner for a little bit of time so that you can miss them, okay? For some of you, though, we got some of you who are holding on to you're holding a grudge against your partner. Something that they did that hurt you a long time ago. This is for my Capricorn's probably been connected or attached to somebody for quite some time. They did something a long time ago, and you cannot let it go. I mean, it is piercing your heart. You know, you feel it, and you feel it so, and it's so strong of a feeling that you talk about it all the time. You bring it up all the time. But the thing is, you told this person that you wanted to move forward. So if you really want to move forward, then you have to learn how to let it go, because it's only bringing up, it's stirring up energy within the both of you all. And what's happening is that it's causing you all to need to separate, okay? It's causing you all with the Eight of Batons here in the reverse. Is really causing you guys to play for two different teams. Okay, that person feels like they have to defend themselves all the time. They have to live out of the energy of defense, and it doesn't feel good to them to really want to be in your presence, because they feel like you're going to be accusatory all the time. Okay, so some of y'all really, really, really need to let go, and move on. If you, it seems like it's been a reoccurring thing, but it's really because we got all these retrogrades going on. So it is deeply affecting all of us. You know, we are made of stardust after all. So that's why we are so affected by the planets. But This Three of Swords energy here, you are only hurting yourself by carrying that baggage, okay? The Three of Swords energy is very heavy, and what happens is you allow that wound to exist for so long, you allow that sword to exist within your heart for so long that you begin to heal up around the sword, right? You start to heal up around the sword. So when it's finally time to remove the sword, now it's even more painful. You get what I'm saying? So that puts you in a place to where you like you get a little bit out and you be like, oh, that hurt too bad, so I'm just leave it alone. And now, you know, we're prolonging the inevitable when you really need to just get that thing up out of you so that you can really, really heal and stop carrying around. Because how difficult is it to walk around with a sword through your heart all the time? How difficult is it to really operate out of the energy of pain all the time? And this doesn't even have to necessarily be for a love, a love situation. This could be in regard to any situation. But how difficult is it to operate out of a space of hurt all the time? It's exhausting, right? So if you're operating out of that space of pain, you're already operating at like 40-50% as is, because you're in so much pain that the majority of your energy is utilized just trying to look like you're not in pain. You get what I'm saying? So I really need the Capricorns in the chat to let go. Let that hurt go. The young folks say, let that hurt go. Because you're the only person, a person who hurt you, they done moved on with their life. They don't even think about it at all. And you think about it day in and day out. And you still feel the same pain as if it just happened. And the reality is that it's slowing you down. You can't even focus. It's in your way. It's a constant distraction. And you're angry about it because you're like, well, they did it to me, which I understand. But the reality is that forgiveness is for you. And the older I get, the more that makes sense. You know, when I was younger, I used to hold on to things so tightly and feeling as if it was I was defending myself or protecting myself. But the reality is I'm hurting myself. You holding on to that sword in your chest, you holding on to a huge open wound. And it's heavy and it's in the way. You can't even turn around. You can't even make a 360 because the sword gonna hit something in every direction. It's painful and it causes you more pain as you go on. Okay, so when it comes to operating out of an energy of forgiveness, it's never for the other person. It's to really alleviate that wound and allow yourself to truly heal deeply. Okay, to get out your head, absolutely. And I'm like, I'm caressing myself like I'm healing my own wound, but that's how deep it is, though. It really is. It's a deep wound. It's something that literally pierced through your flesh, and it was betrayal, it was hurt, it was heartbreak, but with all of this, divine work, spiritual grounding, and all this stuff that you're doing, why are you giving your power away? All of this energy that you're cultivating and all these downloads that you're getting, all of this, incorporating this spirituality and knowing that you need to be on a more spiritual routine, taking your spirituality more seriously. Why are you allowing this to take up so much space? I have to ask, because it's such a contradiction. It's such a contradiction. And I feel like whatever this hurt was in the first place is probably what led a lot of you all to this spiritual journey. You're doing a wonderful job. I don't care what got you here. Whatever got you here is meant to get you here, but you don't have to stay. You don't have to keep it with you. You don't have to, it's in the way. And time is up. Okay? So if that resonated for you, please double tap the screen. Share this live. Tell your friends to tell their friends. Subscribe to my YouTube because you think I'm a little funny sometimes and you get my jokes. No, I'm just playing.